So I guess we're going to have to go on. Right, there's yours. I suppose these numbers I got are right. Let's see, 11 Walsh, 13 Butler. I don't know. Turn around, boys. Let me see your 18 Hiscott, 13 Butler. Who's in goal down there? 31 Hurley. Assuming. Oh yeah, I might as well plug yours in, huh? Robert Golding, Unplugged, live at the Gilbert. Latest concert. Good as a concert this is. See how fancy I got up there? Huh? Unfortunately, it's all extra wires, and I didn't have a chance to tidy it up. Do you want to go on? Yeah. Yeah, I'm only getting right here. Okay. Good evening, hockey fans in Newfoundland and Labrador, across Canada and around the world via the internet. We are coming to you live from the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium. First time in a while we've been able to say that. Let's come up inside of our broadcast booth. Hi everybody, I'm George Scott. This is Robert Golding, and almost 3 years since we've been here in our booth at home at the Joe.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while, George. There's no doubt. I really like this position. I like the look. Windsor Stadium is great, but be able to sit down in semi-comfort and is pretty good.
It's been a while, as we said, and last time we were here was the final game of the Herder 2019. Alex Daly scored in overtime down here. They're going to play the national anthem, but we were late getting on because we were told the game was going to start at 8 o'clock. Then we were told 7:30. It's 7:40 something. Now I've lost track. Came here this afternoon. First time in a while we've done the setup at the Joe. I came here about 4 o'clock. I haven't left. Haven't had a chance to go home and dress as nicely as this guy tonight. So, but glad we are finally on the air. It was touch and go there for a while. I almost threw this down and walked out. There were issues.
I'm glad I don't deal with those issues. The issue I had is that you've probably heard us joke a number of times about times or suggested times here. Normally they're later than anything. So, of course, I text George earlier this afternoon, I don't know, 5 o'clock or 5:30. George, 8 o'clock. Blah, blah.
Yep.
Yeah, no big deal. Anyway, I went downstairs, watching my son play a bit of PS4. I said I got lots of time. It was about 10 to 7. I said, anyway, I just checked my phone, 10 after 7. Robert, we're ready to go at 7:30. Of course, I wasn't dressed. I had to get my hair done.
Me too. I got the word about 10 after 7 of the time change. But, when you look at it, it's now at 7:41. So
yes,
somewhere in between. But I had to run and go pick up our cameraman, Jason Power, who's down below us this evening instead of right next to us, as he was at the Windsor Stadium. Anyway, let's get to the game. Pinnacle Growlers, Central Impact. Growlers have been steamrollering the league. 24 games, 22 wins. First place all locked up. But big games for the Impact. They're 4 points out of third place. 3 games in hand over the Osprey, who are off this week. So they need to pick up a little something.
Yeah, they had a good weekend last weekend. They're going to need to have another one this weekend.
All right, as we get down to ice level, we get started. Growlers and the Impact. Puck is cleared in to the Growlers' end. So we get settled away here, get turned around, dumped in off the back of the goal. It's Adam Hedges starting in goal for the Impact tonight. In goal for the Growlers, Nathan Hurley. It's Walsh in over the blue line. He'll flip it down into the corner. Cooper. Good pass, cross ice. Brought in by the Growlers into the middle, looking for Vitch. Vitch knocked down, a good body check by Carter Bound. That's the way he likes to play.
Finishes all of his checks all the time.
Party trying to get it to Small. Does Small. Thought he was going to take the backhand. Instead made the pass. It was a good one. Puck came to the side of the net and cleared. Bound holds it in at the left point. Lambert in there looking for it. Taken first by Witten. Bound still holds it in. Tried to bounce it off the boards to his teammate. Angle wasn't quite right. Cooper gets it, clears it in. Fitch with it behind the goal, circling, having a look. Forced to the boards and a good hit there. Separate Vitch from the puck. But then they turn it over just inside the blue line, and that's going to be a penalty to Pinsent as he hauls down Tyler Curnew, and the first power play will go to the Growlers.
Yeah, and I think is, George, one of the things that you're going to notice here this evening is that special teams are going to play a pivotal role. Obviously, this Growlers team haven't been on top of the standings because their power play efficiency hasn't been good. As a matter of fact, they've been outstanding.
So the penalty comes just 2 minutes, 1 second into this opening period. Face-off win by the Impact, allow them to clear it down the ice. And there's an errant pass to nobody. Hit the linesman at center, and it's cleared back in again, hit the side of the goal. Mason Dahl behind his goal, up at the blue line. Brought out by Porter. Porter's pass too far for Cleary, and that's going to be an icing call against the Growlers.
George, one of the things that you're going to notice too is that the Growlers, and speaking to a couple of people who watched them play a number of times this year, they really involved their D offensively, not just on a regular shift and a power play, but even killing penalties. You'll notice that they step up a lot.
Minute 24 to go in the power play. And yes, Robert, it is good to be back here in the broadcast booth at the Joe.
What a different perspective, George. We're so much higher here. You know, it's not like we're high, but we're a lot higher. And just looking down at the players is a total different perspective compared to when we're at the Windsor Stadium. We're not ice level, but we're only a few feet up off of the ice.
Pinson will backhand it out. So far, very good penalty kill for the Impact.
The Growlers haven't established any zone time here yet.
First half has gone by. Second unit's out. Curnew down to Walsh. Walsh working along the boards. Hiscock couldn't pull the trigger. Puck bouncing around. Now he's got it again. Regan Hiscock leading point getter for the Growlers. 38 points in 25 games.
Yeah, he's a good puck distributor, George.
Goss works it in. Fanned on the shot. Growlers maintain possession. Shepard over to Walsh. Down into the corner. Goss tried to get it to Hiscock. Went off a stick. Came out over the blue line.
Just out.
Now once again, the Impact able to clear it. That'll do it. Penalty is over. Very good penalty kill for the Impact. Didn't give up any scoring chances. Now Shepard dances in over the blue line. Shepard swinging wide. Around here in the near boards for Walsh. He lost it. That will allow the Impact to move it out. Pinkston stopped at center. Goss quickly across to Shepard. Then into the middle they come. Got it to his forehand. Great move that time.
George is
That
looking.
was Regan Hiscock. You can see why he gets a lot of points.
And we have a different goaltender in our nets for the Impact tonight, George, compared to what we normally see in the first night.
Yes, I'm saying Adam Hedges.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a pass. Dropped it back over the blue line. As you said last week, maybe better to have touched it.
Got to.
Hedges with a save. And that will be an icing call against the Impact.
That's when you have to touch, George. But more importantly, and you've probably heard me say this a number of times, George, is that you can't make plays at the blue line, either before or inside, not at. And that results in outside, which it would have been, or a puck turnover, which exactly what it was.
I know you don't listen when I'm doing games when you're not involved, Robert, but I have quoted you many times on that particular saying. I usually give you credit, too.
You must have a lot of leisure time, George. No, but it's one of those things that I can remember going back to my high school days coaching, and I used to say to my players, you're carrying the puck down in, you get one more foot and it allows you 60 feet. And, of course, players would make, that move at the blue line and either put themselves offside or the other player would have to stop, and it just becomes an ineffective play.
Face-off deep in the impact zone. They win it. Here's Big Matt Klein, lost it. Growlers now in looking.
That Matt Klein last week, George, had a pretty good weekend.
He had a great weekend, yeah.
Really did.
I was at Lewisport Collegiate on Wednesday, had a chance to have a quick chat with Matt.
Okay.
I said, what's with the scoring prowess all of a sudden? He just kind of shrugged and said, shoot the puck, you never know.
And he can shoot it.
Long shot over the top of the goal. Devereaux holds it in. Quick pass out at the blue line. A little bit too hard for Reed. Nice to see Robert Reed back in the lineup. He missed a couple of weekends. Had some medical issues, but again, I was talking to him as well, feeling much better.
Yeah, it's good to see. Arnett back in the lineup here tonight as well.
Mulrooney battling hard down in the corner. Gets it up to Corbett. Corbett gets it up in the air, comes out at center. Pinsent. He couldn't handle it. Tipped in. Growlers will go into forecheck. Mulrooney back there first. Taking it away. Skinner. He lost it. Here's Corbett. Made a move at center. He was poke checked.
Growlers defense are very agile and mobile. George, you notice that they'll close gaps on the forwards pretty quickly.
Player knocked down at center. Growlers bring it in. Skinner, stick handling, comes back to Hodder. Hodder with a wrist shot. Hedges got a piece of that and deflected it wide. Back of the point. Wobbling shot. Just redirected towards the goal. Went wide. That one is knocked down, and I was going to say it's going to be icing, but no, it's right on goal.
Nice one.
Shepard will go back to pick it up, and that will allow the Impact to get a change in. One of the quirky things about the Joe here, the old stadium, the benches are on opposite sides.
Yeah, I like it.
Don't see much of that. Curnew with a shot blocker save.
I don't know if it exists anywhere.
You really don't see it.
No.
Here's Small. At some of the real old arenas. Right out in front and a chance. Hurts and rebound, they score!
That's just a good dogged determination there, George, to whack at it. Puck just lay loose just outside of the blue paint, and
Lambert put it home. Let's take a look at it.
Sees there, just looks like
there. Here we are.
Not much of a play going on here. A little loose puck comes back. Goaltender makes the first save, and it just pops right out. And you can see the Growlers defenseman. He does what we call the killer flybys instead of sticking with his man. Or excuse me, it was a forward. Either way, Impact take the first lead of the game.
Speaking of a few technical issues, I looked at the scoreboard then. It was saying 2-0 Growlers.
That's going to upset some people.
Well, we've got that fixed. It is 1-0 for the Impact. So the Impact strike first. We talked last week a lot about the word confidence that the Impact got from their play at the Monctonian, and so far it's continuing on. Took 2 out of 3 from the second place Blizzard last week.
Yeah, I think that was pivotal.
And early in this one, playing well. There's a chance, another save by Hedges. He's been good.
He's been tested a couple times down the last minute or two.
In behind the goal it goes. Green, he couldn't get it out. Along the boards, Lambert over there. Impact come up with it. Goss got it to Devereaux. Good pass. They throw it around. What a pass into the middle for Curnew. Had his stick checked at the last second.
Little soft spot high in the slot area. You don't see a pass coming in there from a D-man often.
That time the Growlers were changing, and that's why we have an icing call.
But, George, if you look at it so far, I really like the puck possession that the Impact have had. Many times you've seen, if you're chasing a puck, and the Growlers obviously the best team in the league, they usually have the puck a lot more than any other team. But right now, the Impact are doing a good job, particularly on the boards.
Impact control it from the faceoff. Pinkston puts it around to the far side. Hiscock got to it first. Backhand save made by Hedges. Puck lay loose in the crease, and the Impact able to clear it out. Good rush that time by Matthew Butler, who's got the puck again. Here's Butler. Drops it off.
Quick feet Butler has.
Pass from Walsh came back too far, and Adams has it. Heading for the front of the goal is Pinkston. Pinkston got a stick on it. Shepard got back and tied him up just a little bit.
Yeah, Shepard did a great job of getting on his horse to get back to prevent much even more effective 2-on-1.
Rowe played it back behind his goal, gave it away, and the puck went right through the crease, goes to the far boards. Into the slot area. Back to the boards again. Growlers still on it. Hedges played it up into the glass, stays in play. Walsh along the boards has it taken away. Baggs. Griffin Baggs dumped it in, went in on the forecheck. Shepard got there first for the Growlers. Baggs in there again. Pinkston looking to help out. It's Russell Pinkston. Control behind his own net by Porter. Porter gets rid of it. Now we got a race. Walsh on his horse. Walsh got to it first, got the shot away, and Hedges makes the save.
Great anticipation from Walsh. The D-man did not recognize it on the impact. It was one of these Hail Mary ones, and he was turned around facing back onto the forechecker. Didn't realize that the forechecker skated past him. Got a quality shot on net.
Back live, sorry about that. Klein will go back into his own end to pick it up. It's been a rough day all around, folks.
It has been. Welcome to winter.
Corbett fishing for it. Sexton has it for the Growlers. Sexton up the left side. Hits the center. Can't get it in over the blue line. Gets past Devereaux. Harnett clears it in for the Impact. Back to pick it up in his own end. Daw quickly up towards the blue line. Good play by Corbett to knock his man down. Still free in front of the goal. Devereaux gets it not out. Now they'll bring it out. Porter with a shot. Hedges with the save. Clears it to the boards. Tip pass to nobody, really. Impact pick it up. There's Cash Corbett. He's poke checked by Cooper. Green follows up on it, dumps it in. Impact will have to tag up. They do. Devereaux swings it to the other side. Nice move by Cooper. Fake going behind the goal and then brought it out himself. Green intercepted that just inside the blue line. Small goes back to get it. Up here to Party. That's going to go into the Impact bench. And we'll get another whistle and another face-off. 7:36 to go here in the first period.
One thing that I've been noticing, George, is that the Impact are really clogging up the neutral zone. These Growlers like to spring wide and very, very fast on the outside. They have a lot of team speed. Right now, the Impact are negating it a little bit.
Butler with a shot from the side of the goal, went off a stick in behind the goal. He'll pick it up in the far corner, back at the point. Shot is knocked down in the slot, rattles around in there. Small able to get it out, up ahead to Lambert. Lambert, the goal scorer for the Impact. Lambert stays on it. Small had it taken away by Goss. Rowe, Skinner's on him. Rowe gets there first. Quick pass up ahead to Ryan Small. Small dancing in over the blue line, gets around Goss. Small gets the shot, scores! Ryan Small! What a goal!
One of the nicer ones I've seen this year, George. Ryan Small, who is small in stature, but I can guarantee he plays like a big man. Last week, George, I can remember he was on the left-hand side coming down on Brothers, who's obviously the biggest D that the Blizzard had, and he beat him to the outside. And see just how he really protects the puck, gets to the outside, dips the shoulder, puts the leg out, and George roofs it.
Didn't have a lot of room, but never found what was there.
Tremendous goal.
Came with 6:44 to go here in the first period. 2-0 now for the Impact. Right out in front, a shot goes wide of the mark, as Vitch didn't get a lot on that. Players pile the corner, puck comes loose, and on it is Sims. Sims with a nice move initially, then has it taken away by Hodder. Adams is all over him. Pinkson looking for it, and it's cleared out. Rowe sends it in. Hurley will block that down. Shepard will pick it up for the Growlers, back behind his goal. That was almost picked off. Back at the blue line. Rowe will keep it in. Dangerous pass up the middle.
They do that a lot, George. They like to go to the middle a lot.
Rowan Witten.
Witten's a fantastic skater.
Tried to cut inside, had it poked away by Rowe. Witten tried to throw it in front, is all alone in front, and it's cleared behind the goal. Great chance there for Curnew. Got past a couple of Impact players, and Curnew suddenly was all alone in front. I don't think he expected to get the puck.
No, it was a good defensive play by the Impact defenseman, but happened to just go right on a Growler stick. This is a quick change here now they need.
Yeah, they got the change in. Didn't get the puck down deep, though, so the Growlers able to come back and get a shot that goes over the top of the goal.
Growlers had a guy going off as well. If not, it could have been a 4-on-2 quite easily.
Rowe turning back in his own end, has a little look around. Whoops. Turned it over. Back come the Growlers. Butler behind the goal. Taken away by Mulrooney. Mulrooney. Oh, good outlet pass looking for Reed, and a better defensive play by Daw to intercept that.
Really good one. Good stick.
Reed had a couple of steps if that pass had gotten past Daw. Reed gets it out, bags. Boy, Pinkson was in behind everybody coming down the middle of the ice. Nobody picked him up. They didn't get him the puck, so really didn't matter. Pinsent gets it back behind his own goal. Taken there by Bound. Harnett will take it over blue line. Oh, and a good body check over just inside the blue line.
Solid hit. Separated him from the puck, put the hip into him. Really a good defensive play.
Corbett knocks it free and goes into forecheck. Corbett working in the corner. Cooper's lost his stick.
He's the guy that made the check. He needs to pick that stick up. If he holds on to him at all, it's going to be a penalty.
He did a good job to knock Cash Corbett off the puck, even though he didn't have his stick. There's Hiscock. Here's a breakaway for Walsh. Walsh right down the middle, goes to his forehand. Oh, he had the open net and just mishandled it. That looked like a shore goal, Robert.
That was an empty netter if we've ever seen an empty netter. It was a poor read by the left defenseman here and sprung him totally loose.
Goss with a chance. Fed it into the middle and a big save made by Hedges.
Beautiful save.
Growlers pressing now. Shepard, his shot. That goes wide of the goal. Butler's on it. Best shift of the game here for the Growlers.
Yeah, total puck possession.
Butler then gave it away. Here's Corbett. Corbett with a step. Corbett with a partial break. Corbett shoots. Glove save made by Hurley, and Hurley will hold on as we go end to end.
Well, George, the Growlers just had two phenomenal opportunities there then. One was a missed opportunity with the empty net, and then the other one was a great pad save by Hedges. Skate save coming across as a one-timer down low in the soft spot. And then, of course, Cash Corbett comes back and has another great opportunity.
Boone can't shoot it, so he puts it behind the goal to Ryan Small. Small working in the corner, spinning to Lambert. They've got a goal each in this one. Small and Lambert. And here's Lambert. Gets it in over the blue line, but can't get any further than that. Goss. Forced back by Small. Party in there to help out. Party's got it. Still along the board, so now back at the point for Boone. Boone with a shot off the glove of the goaltender into the corner. Back at the point, kept in again. Now the Growlers bring it up through the middle. Great move there by Shepard. Then he's poke checked.
Really nice move, George. Right back in the inside, and he's a good skater.
Okay, here comes Ryan Small. Party's heading for the front of the goal. Small decided to wait, see if some help would come. Mulrooney able to hold it in. Mulrooney right in front. Party with a chance. Lambert with a chance. Lambert with another one, and that misses short side.
Feverish action.
Sexton. Sims has got it for the Impact. Sims cutting in front of his own goal. Right up the middle. Just missed Pinsent. Didn't get a piece of it. It'll be an icing. But, boy, that just missed by inches.
Great opportunity to read him, George, like that there. Pinkston was on the other side. He had to take it on his back end. Went to his left side. Was not able to corral it. If not, it would have been a great scoring opportunity. But down the other side, George, the Growlers goaltender came out to cut the angle down. And, of course, Party found himself wide open as the other one never got a lot on the shot.
1 minute to go here in the opening period. It's been a good one.
It has been.
It's been fast. Lots of chances both ends. Right now the Impact lead it by a pair. This is going to go down the ice. It'll be another icing call. We are down to 46.9 seconds to go. I find myself every now and again to check the time looking down to the end. Because at the Windsor Stadium the clock was down in the end zone.
Yes.
Here it's right in front of us.
Yeah, it can't get a whole lot plainer than what we got ready. We can reach out and touch it.
Well, your arms are longer than mine, so
well,
you probably could. Sims chasing him. Daw gets it up to Skinner. Skinner, cross ice, good pass. A shot save was made by Hedges as he got the right pad down. Devereaux back at center. 25 seconds to go. Mulrooney. Off the boards for Adams. He was looking for Pinkson. That's a little bit too far for him. 10 seconds left to go in the period. Kicked out onto the stick of Hiscock. It's in over the blue line. It's going to run out of time as the buzzer goes. First period comes to an end. Not to take anything away from the Impact, but surprising first period score, I think, for anybody in the league watching the scoreboard, watching the webcast.
Well, I think it's probably as surprising to the Growlers as it is anybody, George. And no, not to take anything away, but one of the things that I did notice, George, that the Impact did, I don't know if it's on purpose or what have you, by design, but they really clogged up the neutral zone a lot more. And you didn't see the Growlers able to really freewheel through the neutral zone. Now, they do have good team speed to the outside, and they were effective 2 shifts ago, was probably their best shift of the first period, and that they had total puck possession, which was good. But yet at the same time, they had a couple of missed opportunities, but also give credit to the goaltender.
Yeah, shots on goal, 9-8, favoring the Impact after 20 minutes. Not a lot of shots, unlike some of the games we've seen, a little more sensible. Growlers certainly had opportunities, and Adam Hedges in goal for the Impact. I thought he looked really good last weekend in the game that they lost 3-1 to the
He played
Wizards.
a good game.
Yep, and he's played well tonight, and going to get himself a little more playing time.
Well, I think that's what's going to happen, and I think that the Impact recognize, it's a long season, and every weekend is a 3-game weekend.
Yep.
And so, it's not like there's a big deal of difference between your number one and your number two goaltender, if there's such a thing. And I think that the Impact players and the coaching staff, more importantly, have confidence in both goaltenders.
I would agree, and looking good for the Impact. We're covering the home side, no question. The Growlers have got first place wrapped up. They're going to finish first regardless. So
I can't say it's anticlimactic for them, George, but I have been on too many teams where they've been that far ahead of the schedule. It's really important as players that you find the motivation. Coaches can't motivate you. You've got to motivate yourself to go and do it each and every time. As I've said so many times, and you've heard us say it, and we've talked about it, when you put a jersey on, I don't care if you're playing Bantam House League, if you're playing AAA Midget, or you're playing senior hockey, you put a jersey on, you should be proud to wear the jersey and do what's most effective, and that is work hard every shift, game in, game out for your coaches.
And, let's be honest, the Growlers had plenty of opportunities in that first period.
They did.
Missed the open net. Butler on the breakaway made a great move, and he had about 4 feet of cage to put it in.
He had the whole net.
And just lost control of it at the last second.
And then just right after that, they had another great opportunity with a little shot in front of the net where Hedges comes across with a great skate save, which was basically an empty netter, and makes another good save because that was just after Small had scored his goal. So if they come back, a minute and a half later, that, really would have negated that goal. So,
yeah.
But George, I gotta say, my biggest disappointment of the night.
I'm wondering where you're going with this.
I had a full supper. I probably ate too much, and I'm looking down, and the canteen is open. Fries, gravy, dressing. But
oh, my goodness.
That is my biggest disappointment of the night.
Looking down there now, I see the canteen's open. First time we've seen that in a while. I might be taking advantage of that later on. Maybe it's second intermission.
Can I eat again?
Oh, stadium fries, of course.
That's what I mean.
It's a different part of the stomach altogether. You can do that. Anyway, folks. Okay. Before Robert decides to make a run to the canteen, we're going to take a little break. We are in the first intermission, 20 minutes gone, 2-0. The Central Impact leading the Pinnacle Growlers. Back with period number 2 a few minutes from now. 2-0. Central Impact leading the Pinnacle Growlers in this Newfoundland Labrador U18 Major Hockey League game here at the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium. Good to be home.
It is indeed.
Whitten tried to throw it into the middle. That was picked off, and Adams has got it and turns back in his own end. To Mulrooney. Up ahead to Pinkston. Pinkston quickly to Sims off of his stick, but he'll chase it down in the corner, plays it over into the far corner. Vitch got there first. Rowe came out over the blue line. Impact tag up. Now they'll go back into forecheck. And almost a turnover. Not sure why Hedges did. Was he still offside?
He was. I looked over at the linesman. I thought he was good, but the linesman still had his hand up.
Okay, I thought they had cleared. That's why I couldn't figure out for a second why he wasn't getting to that. Now they've got it. Comes right into the crease. Hurley's got that and will cover it.
One of the things that you'll notice too, George, moving back to the Joe, and it's a cold day out today, but you'll see a little bit more water down around the goal, and they usually wait a couple of minutes. Tonight I can still see a little bit of water there, but something that we've been used to seeing here at the Joe, but I'm looking around the ice. The ice looks like a pretty good sheet ice there tonight.
There was no ice at the Joe all of last winter, which was so strange.
Very different.
Scores! Oh, what a shot from the right side.
Great shot, George, but that's one that the goaltender has got to make. You're a right-handed shooter on the right-hand boards. You can't give up the wide shot, and that's a big one. Great release.
I think we're a little late getting to the replay there, Robert.
Yeah, you
just see the celebration, unfortunately.
Okay.
We'll tidy that up. Lot going on. 2-1. Quick goal here to start this first period.
Yeah, just a minute
We'll
in.
see what that does to the Impact and to the Growlers. Brady Walsh with the goal.
That's a bad missed call, or that's still an icing call. The linesman waved it off. Growler touched it, and it still is side of the red line.
Here's Hiscock. Right in front they come. Hedges with the save. Growlers coming out with a little bit of vim and vigor to start this second period.
They haven't probably been down too many periods this year, George.
Great pass up at the blue line. Backhand kicked away by Hurley as Pinsent broke in. Pinsent threw it right out in front for Corbett, and Hurley's come up with 2 or 3 good saves here in this second period.
That was a good save, but George, he looked so confident doing that, so relaxed, and he made the save look a lot easier than what it was. That was a tough shot.
Carter Bound holding it in, puts it behind the goal. Ran into Cooper. Growlers coming in again. Cooper right out in front. Couple of chances and it's cleared to the boards.
Klein made a good play. If not, it was an empty net.
Klein again. Nice little soft pass up ahead for Small to Lambert. Lambert's got a little bit of room. Threw it out in front looking for Small. Cleared to the boards.
Tough read by Whitten there. He needs to stay back on that one.
Good pinch. Or good hold at least along the line by Klein. Got a shot right in on goal. And the Growlers come back out. Skinner heading for the front of the net. Again, it's Klein who got a stick in the way of that pass. Got a good shift for number 12. Lambert can't get around Shepard. Shepard turning in the corner. Good pass to Whitten. Whitten in over the blue line, lost the handle, goes into the corner. Whitten will get there first. Russell Pinkston hit to the boards, goes down, and that's going to be a penalty to the Growlers.
That's going to be a boarding call, George, but it's one of those calls. We've debated this a long time, George. The players weren't too far apart. He's almost facing the boards or side on turns. Little bump, goes down. It's a tough call.
Power play for the Impact.
Their first one, George never saw a whole lot. Had a bit of puck possession, never got any real tough shots at the net.
Keep it in. Good play back the point by Mulrooney. Adams' shot didn't miss by a whole lot. Comes back to Adams. Sims threw it through the crease. Small has it. Behind the goal. Back for Sims. Had it hop over his stick. Looked like a pretty good pass.
It was a nice one, just a little wobble.
Sims will bring it back in. He'll shoot it. That one off a leg. Nobody over on the other side.
No, when you have the left defenseman come down low, the left forward has got to come back, George. If not, you'll see exactly what happened there then. Just nothing there.
Mulrooney. Pass way too far for Ryan Small. Growlers go back to get it and send the Impact back into their own end. Good possession on the first face-off, but not much since. Shepard. Chance to get it out here. They do. Porter. Clary heading for the front of the goal. Clary's got it. Scores shorthanded.
George, I was saying earlier, this team, when they kill on penalties, they like to go on to the offense. They don't sit back, and you can see it right there then. Just a little chip it over the blue line, and coming in on Inchy, a 2-on-1. You see 3 white jerseys, no one close to them. And, of course, puck might have wobbled. Now we have 2-2 in less than 4 minutes into this second period.
Yeah, Growlers have come storming out of the gate here in the second period. Tied it up on a shorthanded goal. Harnett trying to get something going here for the Impact. Good job by Rowe to hold it in. Over to Bound. That's chipped through the crease, comes to the boards. Rowe will come up along the boards and hold it in. Down in the corner. Pardy looking for it. Battle won in the corner by the Growlers. They send it back down the ice. Just 20 seconds to go in the power play. Corbett mishandled that. Shot in over the top of the goal. Not sure that Hedges saw it till it was going over his shoulder.
I don't think so. Cash Corbert's got to have that puck. That's just a perfect pass.
Stolen out in front, cleared away.
They got
Players coming out of the penalty box, and they couldn't get it to
too many
Sexton.
Men. Too many men here, I think. Offside. I'm not sure how it was offside.
I think that's the call, though, Robert. You can hear referee yelling offside, fellas. That's all.
I don't know where the offside is to. There's nobody in the blue line, and the other player had possession of the puck. Anyway. Do we have that on the replay, George?
Yeah, we'll let that one go.
Okay, we'll let that go.
Had enough trouble getting all the goals. Dumped in on Hurley. Hurley will hold on to it.
Really, right now, George, the coaching staff on the Impact team, they got to say to the guys, okay, listen now. You know, we didn't expect that we were going to beat this team extremely easily. We can, but so we're back tied up 2-2. Let's get back to what we done in the first period, and that was a little bit more puck possession.
Here's Small with the steal. Small cutting inside, knocked off the puck, keeps going. Small gets it down to Pinson. They throw it out in front. That's picked off, and back come the Growlers. Butler. That was broken up in front of the goaltender.
Nice poke check by Boone there.
Here's a giveaway. Here's Walsh.
That's a bad one.
Regan Hiscock with a shot and a stop made by Hedges. Hiscock's got it again along the half wall. Puck goes up in the air. Growlers maintain possession. Cooper to Butler. Back to Cooper. That's deflected in front. Hedges with 2 big saves. Walsh with a nice tip there.
Yeah, somebody's got to be on him, George. 2 shots like that just shouldn't be good.
There's a giveaway. Rings it off the goalpost, does Lambert. Almost came right back to Lambert.
Hit himself a good first period. Another great opportunity right there.
Walsh turning back in his own end. Just got rid of it. Out there. Reed knocked that loose. Robert Reed going into the corner.
It's going to be a penalty on the Growlers here behind. It's going to be a cross check, I'm thinking, George.
That's exactly what the call is, Robert.
Yeah, he followed up on his check, George, but many times the bigger guy hitting the little guy, even if it's a little bit of a push, cross check, and I think the Growlers are going to get a 10-minute misconduct, George, as well, unsportsmanlike or something. Guaranteed.
Yeah, Rob Canning's called one on Cooper.
Yeah, Rob, and I watched the player skate by him, and not quite sure what he said, but Rob Canning is one of these guys that he doesn't take too kindly to anybody having much to say to him.
No, he doesn't put up with a lot of nonsense from the players. Never has.
And he sets the tone early. He makes a lot of three putts when he's on the golf course, but we'll give. But I watched the player skate right by him, so normally officials will let you get away with something. Not sure what he said, but either way, you won't see it anymore tonight.
Rob works as a beer rep, so I don't want to get on his wrong side.
Beer reps don't have a wrong side, do they? I think he's called a territorial manager, George.
Yeah. Beer rep.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a 5-on-3. Shot scores!
Oh, that's a quick release, George. Pinkston from the right-hand side, being a left-handed shooter. And that's one that's going to sting for the Growlers here now.
6 seconds, all it took. Let's take a look here. We'll get it right from the face-off.
The key is, George, winning the face-off. You look at the Growlers are in a pretty good position here, George, but Pinkston comes up.
Nice pass by Adams there. Put it right on the stick.
Not only a nice pass on the stick, George, but soft enough that he could get a lot on it. Sometimes players pass the puck too hard. It eluded the goaltender, and, of course, established a one-goal lead again for the Impact.
So one penalty comes off the board, but still a minute 45 to go in the second one. So 5-on-4. Bad pass at the blue line, picked off, and Growlers will send it the length of the ice.
Number 18, Regan Scott, Judas for trash shaking, and number 7, Cole Cooper,
Sims gives it to Pinkston, comes back to Sims along the boards, to the point. Hopped over the stick of Adams, and here's Vitch away. Vitch, short-handed, shoots, save made by Hedges.
He had a chance on the last shift, George, and another one there.
Now we'll go the other way. Small, getting back to take it away from him was Shepard, then it's knocked down.
Beautiful poke check.
Adams. I tell you, Growlers almost had their second shorty of the period. Adams down into the corner. The Impact now will set up. Adams down for Small. Small for Pinkston. Pinkston with a shot, this time a glove save made by Hurley.
Closed on him a little quicker that time. The Growlers, that Pinkston was in the same spot where he just scored the previous goal. But yes, the Growlers went down on another 2-on-1, George. And you can remember at the start of the game, I said this team likes to have the puck possession, and it doesn't matter if they're killing the penalty, they think offense.
Another face-off win for the Impact. Lambert, he'll shoot it. That missed short side. Carter Bound plays it back in behind the goal. Pardy's back there to Corbett. Harnett had to stop it with his skate. Back to Corbett. Corbett's pass well off the mark.
He's got to go to the net, or he's got to make a player come towards him. That's a tough pass, rink wide like that, diagonally.
Just a dozen seconds to go in the power play, and that will effectively do it, I think, as the puck is sent back down the ice. Just 5 seconds now. But the Impact get one. They take the lead. Corbett turned it over. Cash Corbett continuing to struggle a little bit here, Robert.
Not a good shift.
Save made by Hedges.
He possesses a lot of skill, George. He had a beautiful goal last week that we watched, but the pass that comes off of what we call the soft side and going back diagonally and plus through sticks, it's just a tough play.
Goss quickly across to Cooper. Cooper, shot scores. Oh, what a beautiful goal that was.
Beautiful goal, George, but a fantastic pass. Come right to left and back over, and you could see it. And actually, the 4 goals that we've seen, George, here in the second period have been actually beautiful goals. I mean, 2 of them have been roofed. We saw one was small. Now we've seen this one here with the Growlers, and you can see that one developing.
Just a great passing.
Goes from D over here, and just watch this.
Goss to Cooper.
We got 7 guys watching the puck.
That was Cooper with that pass over to Cleary, and Cleary buried it. We are tied again.
And we had 5 white jerseys watching the puck and 2 black, and that is never a good thing.
Growlers goal for number 16, number 30. Assist by number 7, Cole Cooper, and number 2.
Coaches like to say you got to have your head on a swivel defensively. You got to be aware who's behind you. You can see who's in front of you. You got to make sure who's behind you.
Kyle Cooper with that beautiful pass, or Cole Cooper, I should say.
Yeah, knocked the water bottle off, much like Small did in the first period.
Yeah, Cleary with the finish. Whoop, giveaway behind the goal.
Yeah, Klein went down, was upended there. And,
Shepard with a shot right on goal. Save was made by Hedges. Growlers will keep it in. Back of the point, here's Goss. Shepard's got some room here on the left side. So they throw it back and forth. That pass misfired, and Pinkston turned it over at center, and the Growlers will send it back down into the impact zone.
Impact got too many players on the wrong side of the puck, George. They're not inside of the dots at all.
That pass misfired. Puck comes up towards the blue line, kept in by Vitch. Rowe behind the goal.
Vitch is
to
on
Klein.
himself.
Tough pass for Klein. Couldn't handle it.
Sorry, George. Vitch is on himself a good period.
Shot over the top of the goal. Hodder plays it off the boards, comes out, and Hedges will hold on to it. We're down to 9:14 to go here in the second period. We've got a 3-3 tie between the Pinnacle Growlers and the Central Impact.
George, I thought that shot went over the net, but it just as it went over the net, I happened to glance up at the score clock, or the shot clock, and it went from 17 to 18. I had to speak to Ken Hoffling.
Not sure if Ken is doing the shot clock.
Yeah, but he's the boss. Where's Dave Grimes to tonight, George?
Haven't seen a lot of Dave
Retired?
this winter. Nice move by Corbett. Gets inside. Shot save made. That's more like the Cash Corbett we saw when he first started with the Impact a couple of years ago.
He can do that, George. He possesses a lot of skill. He got a lot of upside to him. He just needs to do it more often, and I think that, he'll be a really effective player for this Impact team, and they're going to need him. They really do. They need to get a little bit more offense from other players, besides Pinkston and Small and these guys, right?
Green from the point just lobs it in towards the goal. An easy catch there for Hurley.
See 2 left-handed shooters over here on the D for Impact. We don't see that very often at all.
Comes to the side of the goal. Now it's cleared to the boards. Devereaux got it up to the blue line, and then it's turned over. And Adams cutting inside. Adams with a good shot. Right pad save made by Hurley. Sims with it behind the goal. Let it go. That was going to get to Pinkston, but picked off by the Growlers. Good pass off the boards. Here's Regan Hiscock. 2-on-1 down low. Shot scores. Oh, Walsh rips it.
George, the big play was right here coming along the boards. Instead of passing it to the player, he passed it to the boards, and the player went to go get it. And that's what I talk about, passing to his spot. You just want, we just cut it off right here. Instead of him passing here, he passes it to the boards, and he goes by, frees him up. We get a goaltending change as well.
Yeah, can't blame Adam Hedges for the
No,
last couple of goals, but sometimes you just need to
those are two
shake
highlight,
things up.
2 highlight goals there.
So Mitchell Din takes over in goal for the Impact. 4-3, Growlers have taken the lead.
But the Growlers really turn that puck over, George, and get back up the ice. And Butler just made a great pass coming up the boards.
Growlers goal scored by number 11, Brady Walsh. Assist by number 18, Reagan Hiscock. And number 13, Matthew Butler. Time of that goal, 11:44.
Turnover. Another chance for the Growlers. Shot. Din test it, makes the save. Puck went in, got to it. Impact can't get it out of their own end. Here's Regan. Hiscock backhand. Another save made by Din. Impact running around right now in their own end, Robert.
They are, and the thing is right now,
Sims with some speed. Can he get there? No, Devereaux got there. Now Adams following up on it. Trying to make the pass across, getting back to break that up was Butler and a good defensive play.
Growlers' team speed is really showing here now in their passing ability.
Small has it. Waited for a teammate to get onside and made a great move. Small shoots. Tried to go short side. Now Ryan Small is a shifty player.
He is. He's a very hard guy to hit, George. You made the comparison last week to Mike Sibley, and certainly have to agree with you on that one. Similar skaters.
Butler back at the point. Mishandled back there. Pass was a little bit too hard. Goss sends it back in. Witten turns and quickly up the ice. Ronan Witten cutting in, almost got to his forehand.
Only goaltender interference here. I'm surprised that's a no call.
Small, good pass to Party. Small then heads for the front of the goal. And there was a stick up in the midsection that time, Robert, I thought.
I'm not going to come say that one. I just thought it was a missed goaltender, but that was definitely stick in the midsection. Small could not get away from it. And I don't mind if you don't call it all the time.
Small getting it from the corner, put it through the crease. Back at the point. Klein with a shot. Small looking for the deflection. Went wide of the goal. Now bounces out in front. You know, I think for hockey games, they should put the two referees in the broadcast booth because apparently it's a lot easier to call the game from up here.
It certainly is. I'll trade paychecks with them, though.
Yeah, we got to work on that.
Well, I'll go on the ice the next time. We'll get Rob Canning come up here. I'm sure he'll like that. He'll have himself a beer.
Here's Reed. Pass through the middle. Russell Pinkson, and they're saying Baggs got in just ahead of the play.
Okay.
.5:30 to go, second period. 4-3 lead for the Growlers. Impact led it 2-0 after one, but Growlers have played very well here in the second period. Outscored the Impact 4-1. How's my math on that one, Robert?
That's pretty good.
I do okay?
Yeah. It is a Friday.
I didn't have to carry the one, so I'm okay. Klein with a shot off the stick of Hurley. That ended up in behind the goal, then goes to the near boards. Sexton leaves it for Shepard. Bound got a stick on that, but jumping on it is Cleary across for Porter. He was tied up by Harnett. Couldn't get a shot on goal. Shepard gets a good shot on goal and had to be quick to get the blocker on that.
Stepped right in there and nobody knew what was going on.
He got a lot on that.
He did.
Well, it's cleared, and Hodder's going to have to go back into his own end to retrieve it as the Impact change. Nice play by Bound. Harnick cutting into the middle. Bound with a shot, didn't get through. He had Harnett cutting in the middle, and that left some space back in the slot for Pinkson, but Bound elected to shoot it. Tipped out. Mason Dahl can't bring it in, has to wait for a teammate to get onside. Now he'll go. Right between the feet of Michael Skinner, who was in the slot. Devereaux off a skate. Pinsent. He's poke checked. And look out. Quick transition. Here come the Growlers. Skinner's the trailer. Harnett gets back to break it up. Pinsent's got it. Pinsent fanned on it. Now it's cleared out. Dahl quickly bringing it back in, but offside. as the Growlers were changing, and the gate is inside the blue line.
Yeah, both the linesmen spotted that one. Now it's one in. And you get used to it when you play in a rink all the time, but if it's your first time here, and I'm sure it's probably the first time for some of these players, and that's the thing with the benches on the opposite sides, and the far gates are 6-8 feet inside of the blue line.
Sims will tip it in. Adams going into forecheck. Beats Daw to the puck. Daw pushes him to the boards. The Growlers come up with it. Devereaux. Drop pass to Walsh. That's put just wide of the goal. Hiscock in looking for it. Long stretch pass. Pinkston got a stick on it. He'll go down into the corner to get it.
That was a good job just to get your stick on it.
Yeah, just to knock it down. Couldn't get to it, though. Walsh quickly back the other way. I tell you, this Growlers team is so quick in the transition.
George, one pass and they're out, and they go and really split. Come blue to blues where they really turn up the offense.
Goss into the middle. Hiscock with a shot. Din makes the save. Reagan Hiscock with a quick release. You can see why he's got 26 goals.
Yeah, he's
in
had
25 games.
Yeah, he had some good shots tonight, George. A very quick release, and you can see it. But you talked about the impact, or excuse me, the way that the Growlers were able to come out. You see two quick passes, one, and they really go through blue to blue with a lot of speed.
25 games played, 26 goals scored for Regan Hiscock. 12 assists as well.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good numbers. Line mate Michael Butler's got 13 goals himself and 21 assists.
Yeah, well, I've seen Butler.
That's a good line.
Butler tonight has made some really good passes. He recognizes passing options quite well.
Small tracks that down. Small trying to get around the outside. Knocked down by Goss. Witten. Lambert stayed with him. Forward.
He did a great job.
He'll be back playing D. Small. And Witten all the way back into his own end to pick that off.
He's at a couple 200-foot shifts here.
Lambert tips it to the side of the goal. Hurley's got it, holds on. Down to $1:24 to go here in the second period.
Really seeing the skating ability here now, the Growlers coming out, George. And I've noticed too most of the night, George, they've been going 35, 45-second shifts, and everybody on their team, just about every shift, gets to touch the puck. They really rotate the puck well to everybody, D to D, and all three forwards.
That one off a skate right out in front. Reed with a shot. That hit the goal post.
That was Steve Smith-like.
Took me a second, but yeah, I got there. I think I touched somebody up at the bench.
Okay.
There's a couple of goal posts here in the second period for the Impact.
Yeah, that's a puck that from the D there, the Growlers, he's got to go over to the left side with that. He tried to come up between the goaltender and the forechecker, and it almost went in the net.
1 minute remaining to play, second period.
Cleary behind the goal, bound back there first. Cleary turns off the boards. Nice pass to Porter. Porter stops up. Back at the point. Hodder tried to throw it in front, knocked down by Klein. Comes out over the blue line. Hodder will get back first. Beats Reed to the puck.
Big D man, Hodder.
Bound. Tried to leave it for Klein. That misfired. Porter's got it into the final 15 seconds of this second period. Pinkson dumps it into the corner. 7 seconds to go. Shepard comes up with it. Shepard, a nice move, then turned it over. Got away with it. As the buzzer will go to end period number 2. A good one for the visiting side. The Pinnacle Growlers put up 4 and they lead it 4-3.
Yeah, they put up 4 and Georgia shorthanded one. That was a big one there for the Growlers, and we talked about they really moved the puck well. They're obviously a fantastic skating team, but more importantly, not only are they good skating, but they really pass the puck hard. There's lots of times you see teams, they pass the puck, but it's not hard enough. These Growlers really pass the puck hard.
Yeah, if you don't pass it hard, the defense has a chance to recover.
Yeah.
But yeah, they moved around. That goal they scored, the three-way passing play that finished off by Cleary, that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
They went Goss to Cooper, Cleary, back of the goal.
Won the face-off, got it back to the D, went over to the right D, came back, and of course, goaltender never had a prayer on it. And I really think that even though the goaltender got pulled on that one, I think it's one of these here that the team looks at it, the coaching staff says, this is going to be tough. You can't fault the goaltender for any of those goals.
No.
We're going to give you a break.
Well, speaking of break, I think we're going to take one.
Okay.
We'll segue into the second intermission with that. Pinnacle Growlers leading the Central Impact by a score of 4-3. Shots on goal after 2 periods, 24-20, favoring the Growlers. We've got 20 minutes left to play of regulation hockey. We'll see what comes of that as we come back for the third period a few minutes from now. And we are underway here in the third period. Pinnacle Growlers leading this one 4-3. Out in St. John's at the Twin Rinks. They must have started a little bit early. They've got a final up there now. 7-3 in favor of the Blizzard over the Western Kings. Blizzard sitting in second place behind these Growlers. Shepard drops it back here into the near corner to Hodder. Right back to Shepard. Up through the middle. Great pass for Butler. Sims got back to break that up, and then Mulrooney deflects it up and out of play.
George, we're looking at the stats there in the first intermission, talking about goals for and against, and mentioned that the Growlers like to go on the offense even when they're killing a penalty, and they are plus 97 goals for and against.
Next best in the league are the Blizzard.
At -1. Plus one, sorry.
Plus one.
Plus one.
The only other team plus.
Yeah, +1.
That's a crazy stat.
That is.
Go from plus 97 to +1. First to second.
That'll get you a few wins.
Well, got them
22, is it?
22 and 23, I believe.
Not bad.
Yeah, 23. 25 games played, 23 wins.
2 ties.
No, actually a couple of losses.
Oh. Just to keep them honest.
Devereaux doesn't shoot it. Now he gets himself a good lane, shot through, and Din's got that in the glove.
Din made that very confidently too, and I really like the way Devereaux went left to right. He made himself and got himself a shooting lane, and was a nice quick release.
Yeah, just a couple of quick strides to his right.
Quick feet, really quick feet. And you watch players, they work on that a lot in practice. You can really notice it.
Devereaux, that shot hit Witten. Vitch back at the point. Be kept in by the Growlers down low as they throw it around again.
Passing her hard.
Vitch turns against the boards. Comes back to Devereaux. That's tipped. Sat loose for just a second and then cleared out by the impact. Vitch winding up at center. Goes wide left. Harrod stayed with him. Boom. Vincent. That pass is stolen, and back comes Vitch. That's Rowe. Off the boards. Good pass for Pinsent. Pinsent up at the blue line finds Corbett. Corbett with a shot. That goes well wide. Is that Scott Norwood? Wide right?
Wide. Yeah. The infamous field goal. My goodness gracious. Buffalo.
Yep, Buffalo Bills. The wide right call.
Yeah. Living infamy.
Turnover inside the blue line. Impact able to hold it in momentarily, but the Growlers maintain possession. And Cooper spinning away from the forechecker. Backhand save made by Din.
These quick passes, 6 and 8 foot passes are very quick.
Chipped off the glass. Pinkson couldn't get it out. He'll get a chance on the second try, just over the blue line. All the play down to our right here in the third period. Coming off the bench, hitting his skate was Adams. Reed tried to cut inside. He had it taken away. Back come the Growlers again. Again, quick transition. That time they're stopped at the blue line, but following up on it was Porter to Skinner. Bound behind the goal. Porter in there looking for it. Porter comes up with it. Played it back to the point. Problem is there was nobody there. Whole lot of nothing happening right now. Sims played it over to an open wing. Walsh up at the blue line for Butler. He had it taken away. Adams brings it back in. Over for Sims off his skate. Sims to Pinkson. Adams is out in front. Pinkson holding it. Back at the point for Klein. Klein puts it back in behind the goal. Adams looking for it. Adams finds it. And he's pinned against the boards. Walsh comes up with it. Sims was on him in a hurry. Sims knocked it free. Adams behind the goal. Butler's got it. Kept in. Chance here for the impact. A shot off the stick of the defenseman, up and out of play.
Had a guy on the side of the net. I don't think he recognized him. Really liked the way the goaltender closed on him and get that stick out and really take away some more of the angle. But as you talked about, George, there was a whole lot of nothing going on. A lot of missed passes and behind the back. Those types of things lost a little bit of the momentum that we had carrying over into the second period.
Still just a one-goal game.
Yes, and I mean, this Impact team got to keep saying themselves, you know, they're in this up against the best team in the league.
You got to punch your chance, right?
You certainly do. Don't fold the tent.
Purdy, good pass. Oh, just picked off by Devereaux as he read that, but that was headed for Ryan Small.
Yeah, that was a good pass and a good defensive play.
Trying to get it to Cleary. Cleary behind the goal, kicks it up to his stick. Right out in front for Cleary again. Just tipped that one wide on the little give and go.
Just keeps the legs going. Don't stop.
Again, the Impact with a chance. Don't get it out. Lambert now has it along the boards. He's checked right away. Cleary knocks it loose. Porter back at the point for Devereaux. Devereaux's got a little bit of room. Can't get a shot. Party closed on him. And Party came up with the puck. Cross ice pass too far. Taken there by Walsh. Walsh is knocked down. Out at center, Dahl. Dahl making a move. Gets it to Vitch. Vitch stops in the corner. Cooper was looking for it back at the blue line. They couldn't get him to pass. Witten. He just drops it back for Vitch. Dahl. Wrist shot, save made by Din. Big rebound, and it'll come out over the blue line. Cooper back in his own end, turning. Pinson watching him. Time Curnew looked up a little bit as the pass was coming his way. See what he was going to do with it. It got past him. That'll come out. Pinson into the middle to Cash Corbett. Corbett trying to get around Witten. Witten cut him off at the pass. Lifted high out at center. Mulrooney did a good job to turn and get a stick on that, but the Growlers will bring it in, but offside. Witten in just ahead of the play.
Just a little quick transition. Tried to get outside, never got maybe a foot and a half, and of course Growlers are looking really, when they turn pucks over, to get right back on the offense very quickly. And you see some of these turnovers at the blue line are very quick. They need to get back out a little quicker to move back over in transition.
Go to the boards. On it is Witten. He lost it. Corbett to Harnett. Harnett trying to get around the outside of Cooper. Witten comes back to come up with the puck. Witten right up the middle. What a pass on the stick of Vitch. Vitch to the backhand. Din makes the save. Really couldn't make a move, I think, the way he would like to have, but what a pass from Witten.
Fantastic pass. That's what you call your Your breakaway pass straight up the middle. And, of course, just a little bit behind was the defender, who happened to be Bound. But Bound was able to keep him to the one side, so therefore he couldn't bring the puck back to the middle of the rink and made it a little bit easier for goaltender Din. But a great pass.
Up along the boards, the Impact have it. Griffin Bags will get it in over the blue line. Shot well wide of the mark. Skinner comes up with it. It's Joey Green off the boards. Turning there was Bags. Left it for Pinkson. Pinkson turned it over. Green gets over and gets a stick in the way of that. And Reed gets it out to center. Comes back to Reed. Robert Reed with some room on the left side rather. Shot good. Save was made by Hurley, and Hurley got himself turned around backwards a little bit. Now he recovers, gets back in the goal. Good burst of speed by Robert Reed.
To the outside and brought it back to the middle. Good puck possession.
Hodder, a wrist shot wide of the goal, hoping for some sort of deflection there. Reed's got it. Can't get it out. He's pinned to the boards. Jack Boone trying to backhand it out. Went right into that pile of players along the boards.
A lot of them there.
Reed couldn't get it out. That pass was intercepted. Boone pushed off the puck. They get it behind the goal. That center Reed couldn't get it. Couldn't get up to it, and Growlers. Walsh back to Butler. Butler with a good move, and Butler back to Walsh. These guys have played together a little bit.
I think so.
Hiscock to Butler. Butler in over the blue line. To Devereaux. Devereaux with the big slap shot. Dim with the save. Rebound is there, clear to the corner. Hiscock again, down low. Butler behind the goal. Klein watching him. Taken away by Sims. Sims skating away. Sims poke checked as he got out over the blue line. Bound will backhand it in. Devereaux to Walsh. Over to Hiscock. Hiscock tried to cut inside Klein. May have had him beat if he hung on to the puck. And the shot goes wide. Walsh back for Butler. He'll leave it in the corner. Adams around the board. Sims trying to get there first. He does. Chips it out, and Pinkson's on it. Pinkson for the impact. Adams is the trailer. Staying with him was Devereaux. Pinkson back for Adams. Adams is knocked down. Comes out in front with a chance for Sims. And what a save by Hurley.
Beautiful.
That one hit the side of the goal. It's still in the blue paint. Hurley's got it covered. Now the whistle will go. Great chance there for the impact.
That was a very good opportunity for the equalizer there. First time he really had some good puck possession down low for any extended period of time, George. Good quick shot away, came back out. Goaltender was trying to look and find the puck, and it hit off his shoulder, came right back down to his pads.
And Sims had the best chance there for the impact.
Yeah, he did.
They'll try and tie this one up. 8.5 to go here in the third. That is stolen away behind the goal, but Growlers come up with it, chip it down the ice, and this will be an icing call against the Pinnacle Growlers. 8:19 to go here in the third.
Only had a couple of stoppages to play here in the third period, and that's the first icing that I can remember in the third.
Yeah, it is the first icing. Yeah, we've had some prolonged stretches of play.
Yeah. Good face-off coverage by the Growlers, and they lost a draw, but they got puck possession.
Rowe tried to play it out off the boards, but he was picked off just inside the blue line. Porter with a shot, had his stick tied up a little bit, cleared to the boards by Mitchell Din. Cooper off the boards for Goss. Goss will chop it down into the corner. Cleary and Rowe go in there. Sexton and Small in there as well. Clary comes up with it. Gets the return pass. Steps inside. Nice move by Clary. Back of the point. Shot scores.
George,
what a move by Clary. What a shot on the slot.
What a fantastic move is right. I mean, he put on a clinic on the boards with no room. When you talk about making something out of nothing, he does it. Just watch here. He gets the puck down low, right on the hash marks, in the skates, out, round, and yes, recognizes 14 here. Boom.
That's Morgan Porter with the finish.
Just a real good play all around.
So a little bit of breathing room now for the first place Growlers. They lead by 2.
And that was a result of a board battle won by the Growlers, George. They just outworked Impact down low there. Just a little bit more possession.
Sexton and Clary pick up the assists on the Porter goal. Vitch across to Shepard. Under 7 to play. Bound. Tried to play it around the glass, but was knocked down.
It's going to be a penalty
by Curnew, and then Bound knocked down Curnew, and he'll go to the penalty box.
Yeah, that's an easy call for the official there. And, of course, at this juncture of the game, you're down by a couple of goals. It's a ill-advised penalty at this stage of the game, and we already have seen this Pinnacle Growlers power playing very, very strong. See him going back out with Butler and Walsh, who really passed the puck well. And Hiscock, big, strong man, real good corner guy.
Chance possibly to put this one away now on the power play. So we're down to about 6.5 to go here in the third period. Growlers up by 2. Hiscock. Shepard. Back to Hiscock. Shepard. Can't shoot it. Patience. Hiscock takes it off the boards. Back to Shepard. Still holds it. This time he'll shoot it and missed wide. He waited for the defender to go down to block the shot and then stepped around him.
Impact did a pretty good job of boxing out, but they're a little too low.
Goss back to Shepard, to Hiscock. Shepard, Goss, still to the outside, at least for now. Walsh trying to chip it in front. Butler's got it. The Hiscock. Back to Shepard. Goss. So just keep moving it around. Pass missed. Walsh in behind the goal, and Din will take it off the end boards and hold on to it. 46 seconds to go. A lot of possession, but not many shots.
A lot of possession, but give full credit to the Impact. They were really boxing up. They were playing between the dots, and Young Party was out there killing a penalty. He was out, just sat a little low. I thought he could have come out a little higher. But one thing that they did, they kept them outside. They really never got nothing from the critical zones.
Another face-off win for the Growlers. Now scores! That was deflected in front, hit somebody.
Yeah, and we could see there's just a little area there, and that's one of the things, George. You got to close that gap a little bit more. We were talking about a little low, and this is an example.
Okay, we'll take it right from the face-off.
Face-off win, good pass. Here we go, forward D to D. And you just watch, there's no forward even near yet, George. And the time he gets over, it's a little too late. And actually, stick might have actually got in the way of the goaltender as well.
Yeah, not sure if that went off the defenseman or the Growler player in front. There were a couple of sticks there.
A couple of sticks there, yeah. But, George, a good face-off win. Got it to the D-man. That's a set play all the time. You go D to D. And, of course, he comes in being a left-handed shooter on the right-hand side, gets a nice goal. And you were talking about just part of that. If the Growlers score on this power play and they go up 6-3, that's it gives them that little bit extra cushion that they have right now.
Yeah, they're looking very good right now for this one. Impact kept it close through most of the game, but Growlers have opened it up a little bit here.
Yeah, they really dominated in the second period, and you can see how the reason why they're as good as they are.
I'll play a little keep away shot over the top of the goal. Devereaux behind the goal.
Impact are chasing the puck, George. They're having a tough time right now.
Boone trying to get to it. Knocks it away. Klein will go get it. Klein overskated it and taken away by Porter. That shot went wide. Adams to center, dumps it in. Bouncing puck. Sims chops it out in front. And a little bit of side spin on it.
Yeah, a little curl action.
Pinkston with a chance, missed the goal.
Pinkston does possess a good shot.
Green will keep it in. Daw leaves it back there for Devereaux. Under 4 to play. Green turns, fires it in. Caught there by Hurley. He'll keep it going. Just keep the clock ticking. Tip from his own side of center. That could be, and it will be, an icing call against the Growlers.
What I like about the Growlers team too, George, is their patience when they have puck possession in their own zone. They're looking 1 and 2 passes all the time, and just even the D-man at that particular point in time had a pass up to the left side, but guy was a little bit covered, waits, hesitates, and of course that creates a gap, and that's what you always want is a little bit more gap.
Mulrooney shot on goal, kicked away by Hurley. Breakout pass. They bring it in over the blue line, throw it in front. Din had to make the save, can't stop the second one.
He made a fantastic save, George. Is going a little wide, maybe. Gets the pad out there, and of course the Growlers, if you watch, there's just a nice little chip pass right here. Coming through the middle, little deflection, and then of course the late guy coming on the right-hand side. And again, no white jersey, I should say. Able to defend against that, and it's a tough one here tonight now for the Impact.
Yeah, they got off to a great start, led it 2-0 after the first period, but Growlers found their legs after that.
Yeah, they certainly have. They've been outscored 6-1 since then.
7-1. Forgot to carry the one.
7-1. I looked up, I thought it was 7-2. Missed the extra point. Norwood wide right.
Bound with a shot, that got through, kicked away by Hurley. Lambert's got it. Shepard holds it, shoots. That just goes wide. That's tipped.
That's a really good tip as well.
Witten. That's tipped, but from his own side of center, and
not sure why.
they're going to wave it off.
Okay, that's good. Get it over.
Because it's 7-3, and there's a couple of minutes to go. Good a rule as any.
Yeah, I think that's as good as you're going to get. I'm sure it's in the rule book somewhere.
Shot there by Curnew, stopped by Din. Bitch with a shot. Didn't get the blocker on that. That one goes up and out of play.
George, the other thing that I noticed about this Growlers team, and even from the first period on, I've been taking notice, is that lots of times that they pass up shots that are slap shots and go off to the weak side, and the weak side forward is not covered, and they get good wrist shots away. They use a wrist shot a lot.
Another turnover.
Yeah, they're just constantly putting pressure on you.
They tried to hit Corbett. That was picked off by Witten. Vitch played it out in front, and the Impact come away. Whoa! Corbett blew a tire at the blue line.
That is it got some entertainment value.
He's got a bit of a smile as he gets up.
He blew 2 tires there.
Yeah. Just started to go. There was no recovery. Now he's got his feet.
It's gonna be that's an offside there. I think that's another one of the ones here in a minute.
Klein broke that up. Vitch was looking for it. Corbett just got rid of it, and Butler has it turning at center. Under a minute to go in this one.
There's the patience right there. A lot of players would just dump that puck in and give up possession. They don't do that.
Went off Devereaux and came out. Walsh. As again, the Growlers play a little bit of keep away as we wind this one down. Walsh, great pass to Butler. Butler cutting inside, can't get the shot away, but maintains possession.
Guys are very nifty with the puck.
Butler took it. The Impact looked like they had a chance to break away at their own blue line. 7 seconds to go. Throw around Butler. One more shot off the stick of Sims. Up and out of play. 2 seconds to go.
That's another rule. Let it go.
Yeah, claim you didn't see where it went. Look around. I didn't see the puck go at it.
Be late on the buzzer.
Well, there is the buzzer, and there goes the garbage can knocked over.
Everything is falling apart, George. Anyway, that's a tough one there for the Impact tonight, but they got to regroup and hopefully come back tomorrow with a little bit more performance. They never had a bad first period. Obviously up a couple of goals, but we see what the Growlers are, what they are.
Well, let's come up inside the booth again, just because we can.
Just because we
can.
can.
And want to say how good it is to be back here. As you mentioned off the top, we haven't been here in. I've got it at 2 years and 9 months, I think, since we were last here. This was home for about 10 years for us, covering
very comfortable home,
covering the Cataracts and senior hockey. Now the Impact, happy to be doing that. Yeah, the Impact looked good in the first period, staked themselves to a 2-0 lead. But you see now, our first look at the Growlers, and you can see why they are our first place.
Yeah, they're
up and down the lineup, speed all over the place.
Yeah, I don't see any weakness there, George. What I liked is how they distribute the puck very, very well. They forecheck all over the ice. People think you just forecheck in the offensive zone. No. It's puck possession and puck pressure, and that makes a huge difference. But, George, they just don't make the first pass. They wait. They're a little hesitant to make the first pass. They look, and they take passing options, and that's why. And the other thing is, I don't know if I saw them dump the puck in. Right when they got the puck, they don't want to give it up.
No, it's not a lot of dump and chase with this team.
No. I mean, you think about Detroit when Detroit were winning their cup games or the cup years, and they had a lot of the Russian players. When they had possession of the puck, they didn't give it up. They just wanted to have that puck. And the old saying goes, the more often you got it, the more you're going to win.
Yep, that's the way it was for the Growlers. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Game scheduled for 7:30 tomorrow, and then another game on Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning. And we'll be here, and hopefully we won't be last minute getting everything working tomorrow. It was a bit of a mad rush here today.
7:30 suggested time. What time should I come, George? 5?
Whatever you get up.
Okay.
Just come on down and hang out. Maybe they'll have fries.
Well, there was no fries there after you told me.
Yeah.
So I wasn't as disappointed.
Canteen was open, but they were only selling bags of candy and I think potato chips.
I'm going to call up tomorrow before I have supper.
All right, let me tell you what, Rob, let me get the scoreboard off your head. How's that? And the time clock.
Oh, is that the
0 there?
Well, yeah, that's been told.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. We're going to call it an evening. Jason Power down below us working the camera. Robert Golding, my name's George Scott. Folks, have yourselves a great night. We'll see you again this time tomorrow around 7:30-ish.
Yes, close enough.
All right.
That was a quick game.